Hello everyone and welcome to my channel where we're trying to build a media empire in News Tower. So sometimes when you reload the game you'll get different missions from the factions, and we actually got this mission from the church that will give us an extra 12,000 subscribers if we actually manage to print 4 priests. So I think I'm gonna accept that. Now I was thinking a bit of what should we actually do next, and it was clear to me in these weeks that we aren't managing to fill our production and be able to actually produce all of the new stories that we receive each week. So I was thinking of adding another page module, but to be honest, we really can't maintain the 4th modules that we have. So our purpose for this episode is to maybe scale up a bit the production chains and be able to add more things there. So I think I'm gonna start adding in more of the improvements to our reporters so that we can report on the news a bit faster, and also have some improvements for the assembly and typesetting desks. Now I think I'm gonna start with typesetting. We might be able to add in another one there. So I think we should now just buy the other upgrades in typesetting first, because that will guarantee the speed. And if we have any more money remaining, we could also add in other upgrades that we find in the world. We already gotten this sports one. If I'm not mistaken, yes, the police station should have one for +2 crime. And so all of the upgrades are first of all at the stadium, then in the police station. Then I think we have some in the Columbia University, so we need to somehow unlock that. That should be free. We have one here for politics. We need to come here at some point to get the editor. And we also need to get to read Street Roll. And am I missing one? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I think I'm missing one. No, not here. Yeah, I don't know. There should be, I think maybe for society there isn't a place in the map where you can buy it. I think that's actually given to you, so you receive 2 upgrades from there. But anyways, I basically want to hit all of those locations in order to get the upgrades for the reporters. And I'm thinking that the best way through which we can do that is to actually go through this route. So go to Hudson Heights, hit this district first. This will give us the ad agency, but I don't think we'll use it early on. And then go to Harlem, get the Columbia University, go to Fort Lee, get the town hall, and maybe afterwards we can go through this section, or just hit Newark to or no, we need to hit Reed Center. So hit Newark, or maybe go Linden to also get the Reed's Theater. So this way we can have available most unlocks for other for other improvements and make our covering up the stories a bit faster, because we're not really keeping up with it right now. Now, besides that, we can have at a given point in time, we could have 5 or 6 stories. Did we buy all of the upgrades for the radio tower? Yeah, we did. So we'll have 6 stories maximum that we can research at a given time. And some of the stories require more people. So we might want to add in more reporters, to be honest. And here we do have this guy, which is pretty good. Can we buy an extra floor? Yes, we can. So let me actually do this. I'm gonna buy an extra floor. Oh, come on. We'll add in an extra floor. Here I'm gonna do this. On this extra floor, we're gonna add in a new toilet. Add in there some needs. Now, what I'm thinking here is, for this floor, we can use it for now to add in more reporters, just to have them available. And I think I'm gonna actually move the European one. We'll move it right here, so we'll keep this floor just for normal telegraphers. And we'll keep this one, we'll create a room specifically for the Europe one. Now here we have some space to add in more stuff, so let me just increase a bit the walls there. And should be fine. When we unlock stuff like the large plant or stuff, we can use that extra space to add in more comfort for our people. But for now, this should be okay. Now, we've also unlocked the bulletin board, I think, so let's try to add that in. So let's... no, not this one. Let's try to do it like this. So hopefully they should be a bit faster now when they work. This section we're gonna keep as it is for now, but we'll probably want to expand with another floor pretty soon. Now let me just measure this out. So this room should be about this big. Say something like this. We'll add in another European telegraph for pretty soon. And for this one, let's also upgrade it with the globe. So yeah, this should be fine. And now I mostly wanted this extra floor to add in more reporters, so I'm gonna add this guy. If we take a look at our staff, now we're pretty okay on society, and in the rest of the categories we're pretty balanced. The one that's missing a bit is just crime. So we should be okay with this guy. Let me also add in all of the things required for him. Yeah, and this should be decent. We could also send him on tests. Now, pretty soon, I would like to add in another floor and then move the production one up, so we can have another move the generator and everything one up, maybe to this floor right here, so that we can have another floor for production, guys. Now, could we add in another typesetting disk right here? And yes, I think we could if we move this somewhere else. So maybe if we move a security guard, or let's actually move her here and move it here, we can fit in another typesetting desk. They will be a bit worse than the other ones, but this should allow us to speed things up a bit, and I'm gonna pick him because he already has a skill. Let me actually, oh no, this is telegrapher, but she has deadline driven, which is a better work for this position, so I'm gonna actually fire him. But she cannot do assembly. Oh, too bad. Okay, we have a celebrity. Yeah, let's just use this guy because he should increase the comfort a bit in this room. Okay, so now we have two typesetters. We have them buffed a bit. We have a little bit more reporters. Now we should be able to tackle this news a bit better this time. And I think I did a small mistake here. I wanted to go here, but no problem, we will just finish this district. Okay, so we need politics and sports for the district mission, so let's just finish, go through it and finish it. This is a good story because it has scandal in it. That's a gold tag. This is another gold tag. So we'll just do it. We're gonna ignore this. This has yet to be finished, so let's just move on. Here is the mission news. So let's do this. We still need politics, and we'll get that when someone is available, and then we'll just ignore it. We have a lot of news for this week, so let's just try to focus only on a really good stuff. Again, ignore this one. Here, let's use this guy and her here. We need some entertainment here. But we got protests instead. This is a church mission, so we need at least one, we need 4 of those. So we can grab them. And most of our reporters are pretty busy. Let's try to finish this mission as soon as possible, because this story is for the district mission, and we'll just add in more reporters as they get free. Besides that, I think we're currently working on most stories. Yeah, this is the only one that we still need to cover somehow, so yeah, we'll send her there. Now, what reporters do we actually have available? We have this guy, which is crime and politics and sports, so let's try to do a crime one. This guy is complaining about the light, so let's add in some light for him. And yeah, should be okay. How much paper we have? We need way more paper, so let's actually do 2 orders of paper. Hopefully should be enough now. This story is pretty good actually, so I'm gonna try to do it. Have another crime one. Let's go ahead and try to do it. Gonna use this person here. Another priest mission. And yeah, we have a lot of stories, but not too many reporters, unfortunately. Should we skip this story? Let's actually do it. Try to do it at least. Gonna add that guy there. And we're gonna skip that story. This story awards influence, so it's pretty good. Let's double check the stories that we have. So we have these 3 of them. We're gonna do it for the district. Then I really want to have this finished. And I think besides that we're okay. Do we have bombshells that we can combo? No, not really. Do we have some other gold tags that we can combo? No, not really. So we can just keep it as it is. Well, if we don't manage to finish a certain story this week, it's okay, we can just print it next week, I guess. We're gonna skip this story because we have way more stuff there. Here I'm gonna add this guy. Skip because it's a really simple one. We're also gonna skip this one. Gonna use that one there. This one has a forecast, which is interesting, and there will be quite a lot of tags, but I'm gonna skip it. We're looking for influence there. This one has 2 silver tags, a gold tag. Sure, let's do it. We won't be able to add it to this week's newspaper, but should be okay. Wanna make sure we have enough paper to print, and yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we need to print. Now, I think I'll place this in the main page because of the influence. And we can use this to combo. We still want to keep it to moderate in order to have enough... in order to unlock the next perk. We can combo this on the front page. But maybe we can do a bit better. If we do this, this will be 5,000. If we do this, it's a bit less, so let's do it here. And maybe actually this story also we might want to do it on the main page just to maximize those benefits. Now, what can we now combo? This will be quite a lot of combos, so this way if we keep it the main page, but here it's a bit more, so we'll just add it there. Okay, now combos. So here for politics we don't really have something. We have for crime and investigation. Okay, here for politics we'll have this triumphant one if we want. Maybe no, we can't do this because it will move us too much to the left. We could do this. And do this just to clear the pages there. Now we have this for triumphant. Do this and this. Get some extra combos. And we have just one more page. Do that instead. I think this European one we can move here just to make the combos a bit better, and this should combo better because it combos on society. And yeah, we do have this crime investigation one that we can add, but that's crime statement, so it's okay. Yeah, I think this is good enough, so let's just add and make sure we have enough paper to print. And I think we have barely enough paper. One more. So we should be staying in moderate, we should unlock the next perk. Honestly, we have a lot of stories to still work on and still print, so that's good. So yeah, we can do this. We got the final spot in the district. We also got plus 12,000k in subscribers. And we should be okay now. Okay, so like I said, I want to move into this direction. So I'm gonna go to Hudson Heights this week. Next week probably I'm gonna go to Harlem and then Fort Lee. Now, in terms of improvements, we still can get the letterpress cabinet to get an extra +2 on typesetting, so I think we should actually do this. And we have 12 extra influence. Can we get a new European tower? Not yet. Maybe we'll get it next time. Now, these specific decks are interesting because they will generate content over time, but I wouldn't bother with it right now. But maybe actually we can get the crime one. So let's actually, should we get the crime one or should we just get the next European telegraphing station? Let me get the crime one. Okay, so this should be fine. We'll be going here. Now for the mafia missions, we can just accept it, but will not gonna push for it. I want to get the best stories that I can in there. So this should be fine for now. Okay, we need a lot of paper, so let me order 3 times. Okay, so we got that upgrade. I don't think we can use it this time, to be honest. Or maybe? Let me place this here for now. So if we do this, we should be able to place in one here, and this station is fully upgraded. Yeah, this should be fine. Now at some point we'll need to move this guy from here and place him in the second floor because we don't have enough space to do the same thing on this side. But before we do that, because we need like 15k to move him, we'll just keep him here. Now in terms of the people for reporters, yeah, I'm not seeing anything really interesting. This psychic one can be a bit useful, so he has entertainment, politics and sports. Entertainment, politics and sports. We could actually grab him, so let's grab him just in case. And do another reroll, maybe we have something better. So we have a guy who's tolerant, doesn't really help us with anything, and he's more expensive than the other guys. Someone who counters hit, okay, sure. Yeah, nothing really useful here. Now we got those, we got that upgrade for crime, but for that we need to actually reorganize stuff a bit. So who has the best crime attribute? This person has 3. This person has 5. So I'm gonna move him here. Who has the other one? This guy has 1. So here. So let's move these 2 guys here. We're gonna place a listening device between them. Does she have crime? No. Does she have crime? No. So we can move this here. And we'll move a poster here, and this guy now has max score for crime. Now we'll have to clean stuff up a bit here. Don't think we need this anymore, but this guy needs it. And actually, let me... Oh, and this guy needs politics also. So we're gonna have him max crime. We're gonna have her really good in crime. And now we'll have to see how to manage things between them. So this guy should have crime max stat. Politics, he needs entertainment. Entertainment we have 1, and politics we need this one, which is a bit too much. And he doesn't actually need a globe, so let's move this to her. Let's do that. So we got society, economics, we don't have anything for it right now, and crime should be close. So we have really 2 good crime guys. This still needs to be here, this still needs to be here. Maybe we can move her here. So that should be fine. Here it looks okay. Sports should be pretty good, but she doesn't have access to... Okay, you know what? Let me just reorganize the whole thing, and I'm gonna show you once I'm done. Okay, so I've reorganized a bit. The people here, I still think I need for this guy to place improvements. But I've tried to have 2 people enhanced by the listening device, 2 groups of people. So basically now, even though crime is our lowest stat in terms of the number of reporters, we should be pretty good in it because we have a lot of enhancements for crime. Now, besides that, I just try to maximize the stats for each of the different reporters. Now, when you get a new item, a new improvement, sometimes you really need to restructure the whole thing to be able to fit everything in. But I think we did it here, but it will depend on your reporters. Now I still have 2 places left for reporters if I want to hire more, but we'll keep it for next week. Now, besides that, I think that we're okay. We'll get an extra telegrapher, and that will cover our telegrapher needs. We could get another floor, and we should get another floor to maybe move these people one up and move the whole tower one up, so we'll have a bit more space for production. But I think we're okay for now. I think we can go for a little bit of time without it adding those extra spaces. Okay, so going back to the missions, what do we actually need to do? Well, we want to finish this story, of course, with the European story. We'll have to finish everything that we have in the backlog right now. Now, in terms of the people here, we're pretty okay, I guess. And we need economy, we need entertainment and economy, and we need politics and economy. So let's have that triggered and let's see exactly what we get. Do we have enough paper? I think we have 2 orders come in. Let's get another one to make sure we have enough. Okay, so here I'm gonna use her to unlock the next story right away. Drag her inside the story. I might want to prioritize economics a bit because we don't have that many improvements in economics. This tutorial is pretty simple, so I'm gonna skip it and wait for other better stuff. Here, let's just add her. Here again, this story is pretty simple. But I'm actually gonna cover this one because it has this influence perception tick, so we might need it. We need economy here and we need entertainment here. Who is Leo? Is it this guy? Yeah. So he actually needs an entertainment poster, but there's not really a place where he can give it, so he'll have to manage without. We don't have anyone with economics available, but we do have someone with crime available, so let's just go with the crime path for now. This one we're gonna skip, so we need entertainment, economy, and politics. This is a good story because it has a gold tag, so we'll try to cover it. This one we're gonna skip for now. This one is crime, so sure, let's cover another crime one. This one has economy statistics, we need to pay a bribe for, so sure. Gonna use this guy there. Another bribe one, I think I'm gonna skip it. And now the unrest story is right here, so let's prioritize what we have as important stories for the district, and we'll see afterwards. And we also get the final story for the district. Oh no, we still have unrest to do. So politics plus economy. This one has a gold tag, so we should do it. And I've noticed something. If we place her here, we can just use this guy instead. This one we're gonna skip. This one again, it's too simple. This one we can do, maybe we can use to combo something with it. Here we need two guys, one for economy and one for society, so we can do that. We're gonna prioritize this story so we can have it fit this week. And we have some stories for this paper, so we're looking okay. This one we're gonna skip. This one we're gonna cover because it has an extra tag. This one we're gonna cover because it has influence, and actually I'm gonna add in that guy there, but I don't think we'll manage to finish it by the end of the week. How much paper do we have? I'd rather order one extra supply of paper. I don't think we necessarily need it, but just to have it. I'll manually add food in there, and let's also add it there too. This one has a gold tag, it actually has 2 silver tags. So might as well just grab it because we can do this and make processing it a bit faster. Okay, so actually upgrading our people paid off because we managed to finish all of the stories this time. So now let's see what we want to print. So I'm thinking of staying in moderate. This buff is pretty good with 2.5 thousand extra cells, and then I think we might move to informational, but we'll see. So this turn I want to stay moderate. And if possible, I do want to get this training because this perk is really good. It's basically allows you to unlock the next story file, which is great. So let's try to keep it in the center. I want to add this story in. And we can combo it with this one, I guess. But it moves us to sensational. What stories do we have which are a bit informational? We have this one, I guess. We're just gonna add this in to shift us a bit. Then we have this one, which is actually also a really good story. We can combo with this one. If we need to shift again, I'm gonna move things around. And actually we have another one to combo, so that's a pretty good combination. Too bad this one is not finished. We could do something like this. Just to increase our sales and be a bit more on that. We lose up on a couple influence points, but this should give us a bit more breathing room to add in more stories. And I think that this is also a really good one. And now let's see how we can combo things best. We can do that just for the combo. Is this better? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. At a certain point in the game, things start to become really complicated in terms of comboing. So at some point you just have to commit to it, and what happens happens. The thing is that right now we have some really good quality stories. And let's not forget, we still need to add in the mission ones. So I'm just gonna add one here. I don't know if this is necessarily the best combination we can have, but this is what I'm going with. And we still have a lot of stories. We will need to grab the next page pretty soon, but for the next printer module we probably need an extra floor, and for that we probably need a lot more money in the bank. So we'll go with this right now. Much do we need? 900. Okay, so this should be enough. Let's go ahead and print. So we managed to do both of the missions, both the district mission and the one from there. We got a really good perk. This coordinator perk is really good. And then I think we should stick just to... Oh, but this one is really good. But we should stick just to get a perk. And we'll see from there. So we wanted to we said we wanted to reach Columbia University to buy some of the other stuff there. This mission is interesting. Avoiding crime and unveiling. Sure, it's $1,500, but that I don't think is a really good mission. This also I don't think we can really do. And yeah, I'm gonna grab the Mafia one, but I won't insist too much to keep it. Especially as this building I don't think is that good. Influence is way more important than money. We could grab the sales desk now, which will give us a little bit more money, but I do want to really focus on the news. Do we have any other upgrades that we can get here? No, we don't. So page module 5 will be the next upgrade from there. In the meantime, I want to focus more on improving a bit the way that we process news. So we have all the upgrades for sports, we have all the upgrades for crime. We need to go here to get the upgrade for politics, and we need to go here to get the upgrade for economy. So I'm gonna actually go here next. And should we buy the European telegraphing station now? Actually, we could do this, so let's just grab it. This will give us an extra European story we can work on. And we'll just add it right here. just add some clocks to boost the comfort. We'll add it right here, and maybe we could get some extra people to it. Actually don't like that person. This is better. She was a gold perk, but that could affect this guy here, and productivity speed, for especially for the European ones, isn't that important. So this should be okay. So Mafia doesn't want us to print unrest and alarming, and wants us to print economy the most. Here we have sports economy, economy entertainment, and politics and economy. I think we might be able to do both missions, but we'll see. Anyways, we have a lot of stories to print this time around, so we'll see how to get those working. Now we have some upgrades here. We have one more moderate printing, and then we'll get the final perk, and I think we should actually do that. Now in terms of the upgrades, I think we should actually go ahead and get this, but I want to keep this guy for crime, I think. So crime, economy and society. I think we can just put the upgrade on her. She will level up fast, she should be pretty good. And maybe even have someone with this perk, which basically means that when unveiling happens, it has a chance to add in an exclusive tag to the story. So I think I'm gonna add this to her. These people will not be available for this week because they are in training, but that should be fine, and we should use her when we have unveiling as much as possible, and use her to unlock the next parts in the story. Now besides that, we have something interesting in reporting. Now this perk is a bit interesting, with adding a quality star, but because it takes longer, I don't think is that good. You want to finish all of your stories, so you want to finish as soon as possible. So no, we don't really have someone interesting. Let me look at my staff. So right now we need economy and crime the most. We have someone with economy. So I think I'll grab this guy for now, just to have him in reserve. And if I get any news, I'll upgrade him, place upgrades for him and keep him. But if we manage without, then I'm not gonna keep him, I think. Okay, let's start. So we have an option here for this one. Have another option. We have here. So I want to actually take this investigation one, because we can combo it with this one a bit later. Here, let's go with the education route for now, and we should have some people still available. This mission I don't think I'm gonna get because it doesn't have an important tag for us, and it also has a lie, so we're just gonna skip it. Now this mission, sure, let's try to do it. Inspiration, I'm gonna skip it. Here we will have 3 tags. So yeah, we cannot do both the Mafia mission and the district mission, so it's okay, we won't complete the Mafia one. Okay, here we need to wait for someone to be available. This we're gonna skip, is just too simple. We need to start prioritizing the stories we go into. Gonna put him there. Here we're gonna use her. God, it's a big amount of money, but it's okay. And we need someone to be available. Also need to order some extra paper. Here we don't actually need this mission anymore because we already have unrest, and we just need this one to complete statistics. So let's do this now. Here, because we do have available people, I'm gonna actually use it. Another European mission. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this one. I want to wait for something that will also give us influence. Still, we have no one available there. Here is with an injury and we don't have anyone available. Let's actually do some stuff that we might have people available with. This one also has an injury, but we have a lot of guys available for crime, so let's do that. Now use there. This one is too easy. Let's try society and politics. Okay. And let's prioritize missions that have the tag. So we already have a mission that has that tag, so it's okay. Finally, let's try to prioritize unrest. And this should be fine. We managed to unlock the next section, but we don't have anyone available. And I'm actually gonna skip this one. Here we're gonna use crime. This one requires diplomat and we don't have one, and without it is pretty useless. So we're gonna skip it. This with the injury is a bit annoying. I don't think we'll do it next week because I don't want to risk my top guy with injury. And this one we're gonna skip. So here I want to wait for someone with a little bit low skill, so let's say her. Yeah, and she got 8 days in hospital, so we're gonna use this guy instead. Here we're gonna skip for now. This is a normal crime one, and here I'm just gonna use this guy for the level up. I don't think that mission will get into the paper. Okay. And we're about done this week. Let's see how many of those missions we can actually finish. So we might be able to go ahead and finish all of the missions for this week, which is good. Do we have enough paper? Let me just order an extra batch of paper just to be sure that we have enough. And we managed to actually do most of the missions to finish all of the missions for this week. So that's good news. Now, let's see how to organize everything. So we want to stay moderate to unlock the final perk here. We want to avoid this guy because it will take 200. So we need to keep to these two fields. Do we have any story with influence right now? No, not really. This I think is the best story that we have. This is also really good. So maybe if we do something like this, it only has Europe. So now we're even with the influence, with the perception. Okay, let's see. If we use this, I think this is actually a bit better. We could also do something like this and keep the first page for something else. Then in here, do this. And then maybe this. But we'll breach the guy there. So maybe do this instead. And what should we do on the first page? We can do that one. And we get too much into sensational now. and do something like this. Okay, I'm not sure that this is the best combo, to be honest. Let me just try one more time. Maybe we can combo things a bit better. So this one is one of the best stories that we have. This one is also a really good story. Should have them there. This one is a really good story. And this is another really good story. So these can be the main stories there. So here we just have a combo on that. Here we have a combo on two things. So we do have a combo here. We can just do that to stay in moderate for now. We can combo this here. We could do this, it will be a bit better for readership, but I think that we should try to keep it on the left side, so let's just stick it to what we had before. Maybe something like this. Okay. Now here we don't yet have a really good combo. Here we can combo these two with Shore. Here we have Investigation again. That's it. Maybe a Society plus Unveiling. Do we have that? We could just add this one. Have something like this. Yeah, I don't know, and we'll just add this one to finish the district mission. At a certain level, to be honest, things can get really complicated in terms of building the newspaper. And especially now, as we want to farm the perks, it's a bit harder to have everything set up. So let's just use this and see. So we got a new perk that adds 4 illustrations, gets a 15,000 sales bonus. which is a good perk. But now we'll see. So we have now Continental, and here Second Fiddle, which I don't think is necessarily a great perk, but this one is really good. So next time we should focus on getting perks maybe from the other sections. Now I don't remember, the illustration is unlocked here. So we might want to try to get to that direction. Now the missions aren't really that interesting, to be honest. This one is a bit limiting, and to get a higher score you need a lot of readership, and when you need to avoid certain tags, that can really reduce your readership. So don't know if it's necessarily a good idea. What I think I'm gonna do now is to try to go through this route, so that way we unlock the graphical workshop. We unlock the Linotype factory, which has the Linotype machine, making your typesetting a bit faster. So we might want to unlock that. And also we have the Public School Library, which will give us access to the editor, which will be a bit better for us also. So yeah, let's try to go to this district right here. Now for the mission, sure, we can take a Mafia mission. If we find a lie, we'll try to print it to get that bonus influence points. Training's finished, so that's good news. Now for reporters, something interesting. No, not really. We have this lucky guy that has crime, economy and sports. Crime, economy and sports. I really do want now someone to fit, so I want a crime, society and economy there. Okay, so crime, society and economy. I think I'll just add this person, just to make sure we have a balanced stuff. So yeah, we're gonna keep her just to have a balanced stuff there. Now I'm not gonna fully upgrade her, but we'll give her what we have space for. We have a lot of society guys, so we're just gonna keep her in crime. And now that I'm here, let me just upgrade also this guy. We'll move this clock. Yes, this improves both of them. And sports board we have there. So yeah, we should be fine now. For the district we need gossip, which is sports plus entertainment. Dirt, politics, sports plus sports. Unveiling we already have one, and fame is entertainment plus politics. Okay. Paper, we need a bunch of order of papers. So let me have like 3 orders and go ahead and start. We have that lie, so let's just add it. We'll see how many ones we can collect, and if we can find some good combos, we might actually add them. So he has quite a lot on politics. I want to focus a bit, especially in this mission, to finish stuff as soon as possible. Do we need Triumphant? No, we don't. So let's just keep it. Here we need Undercover for this influence point, so I'm gonna skip it. We will need Dirt, so let's try to grab that. And we need Gossip, so we need to grab this. And we can do it in one go. This is actually a good set of mission because it gives us 4 influence, so we're gonna do it. We need this one for the star. Or we can also do this for the star, or we can do both. And here influence points, but we need Diplomat and we don't have it, so we'll just skip it. Does it have Unveiling? No, it doesn't. So we're just gonna use this guy. Here we're gonna use her to cover the mission a bit faster. Gonna use him here. And we have one guy available, so sure we can place him in there. Here we have an injury risk, also it doesn't have any influence, so we're gonna skip it. Here we do have a lie, and we have also breaking news, which we can cover, I think, directly. So we're gonna use those 2 guys there. This one has a lawsuit, and gonna use him to cover because we might have an unveiling mission in the near future. We're gonna skip this one. Here I don't really want to pay this amount of money, so we'll just take the normal route. If we don't manage to do it this week, no problem, we'll have it for next week, so it should be okay. I'm gonna send her here. Here, if we send it, it should be open directly, but yeah. Don't need that mission. And here we have 4 influence points, so this is pretty good. I'm gonna send or someone the highest skill, which is this person right now. We got the hot topic. I'm gonna use him because we might be able to use her perk in a near mission. And then can we... no, actually let's use her here because we want those influence points. Gonna skip this one. Just gonna add it so people would level up a bit easier. Here again I'm gonna do it just for the level up. Again, just level up again. Here we have Unveiling, and she's distinguished, so we might get something out of that. And I'm gonna use this guy to level up. Okay, so it's Friday, we should have enough, I think. It will be about 1,000 it will cost us. Yeah, we should have enough. And this one, I'm just gonna send the guy, maybe we can print it a bit faster. And we managed to almost do all of the missions, but not all of them. So we're okay. Now, here I think we like to go completely into the left side because we want to avoid this guy, so you need to go 4 to the left, which won't be that easy to be honest. I want to use these missions to get a lot of influence points. So everything that's with a lot of influence will be a main story. And then might be able to do something like this. And actually we might be able to do this to actually reach it and have a lot of influence. Yeah, we'll sacrifice like 4 influence points, but I guess it's okay. Here we have economy statistics, so this one will combo really well. So let's grab the final one. I kinda wanna use this sports tag, but a lot of the sports ones are with perception to the right, and I don't want to go too much to the right now. Okay, so that's one way to play it. Now let me actually take a look at something. Because we can do something else. We can go completely to the right. So try to get sensational perks instead. So how would that look if we want to do that? Sure, we can print this. So we could do something like this in the front page. We'll still go to moderate then. Still wanna do this. This is another option if you want to keep it stay in moderate, and this way we would get 359 people, readers. Now, if we're doing this, I'll be honest, I want to actually keep get the influence points for the front page. So if we're doing this, I want to, if we're staying moderate, I want to do something like that. Maybe this story because it's a bit better. Yeah. Here we're okay. Here we're combo on star. Maybe this one. Here we have all of the sports. We still finish the mission. And yeah. Okay, let's print it like this and see. This is second fiddle, I don't think we really care. Okay, and we've been recording for some time now, So I think I'm gonna actually end it here. So thanks a lot for joining and see you next time. Bye bye.